Hello guys, welcome to the channel Divine Truth Tarot. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do a video today, to be honest. I've been feeling pretty low the past 2 days here. You know, this journey is up and down, and this past week in particular, as we headed into October and we just went through the 1010 portal, and we had, of course, Mars, retrograde, and the full moon in Aries, and all of these things. It has been extremely challenging for myself. And so I will never do a video unless I feel like I'm guided to. But as I was sitting there studying for my hypnotherapy course, I was really guided to. I finished up one of the courses and I had some free time. I was going to just relax before starting the next course. Those of you who don't know, I'm in a very comprehensive clinical hypnotherapy program. It is partially online, and actually we have our first in-person practical training the weekend of the 23rd of October, and then I'll have 5 full weekends of that. It's 500 plus hours. It's extremely comprehensive. I'm being trained in childhood regression, past life regression, transpersonal, alien abduction, astral travel, breath work, the whole gamut. It's a very comprehensive. It's the only state certified school in my state, and it is extremely comprehensive. I can't think of a better word. So for those of you, if you've ever thought that you were interested in hypnotherapy, I will be starting to take clients. I will be graduating March. I believe it will be March or April, early April, if it's April of next year, 2021, and I will be fully certified to take clients. So I'm super excited. It will have been, I started in April of this year, so it will be about a full year training. So I have a year, 365 days of training under my belt. So when I miss videos here and there, that's what I'm doing, is I'm very focused on my training. And because I have a lot of Virgo, I have a North Node in Virgo as well as other planets in Virgo, and I'm a Scorpio sun, I am extremely meticulous about learning. I'm extremely meticulous. I like to get A's, and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And so those of you who know me or have worked with me in other capacities and coaching capacities in the past or for readings know that I'm very thorough. So, I will be announcing this more and more as I get closer to receiving my certification graduation, that I'll be taking on clients, and I'm super excited. I'll be taking on clients, in person. Obviously, that would be my first choice, but also they're training us because of the times that we're in, that we can I can have a very, very thorough and incredible transformation working with clients via Zoom or around the world in different cities and different states. So more to come on that. And those of you who have booked readings with me this week, I'm working on finishing up the first half of October readings, and those will be done by Sunday. So please do not contact me until Sunday. And if you think I've missed your reading by Monday, the next Monday, a week from today, then let me know. And then I'll be working on the second half of October, the following week, next week. And then I've got October. I do have some spots for, November. I do have some spots for readings for November, but I do have some emails to get back to. So I'm going to email those people back, and then, first come, first chosen. And then I'll be announcing if I have more spots for November. I do believe I'll be taking some time off for personal readings in December. Okay, so let us get started. That was a lot of announcements. I apologize, but let us go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to mention before we go into the cards is that it feels like time is going really, really slow today. So I feel like we're in some sort of a portal, the 1010 portal, or we're in some sort of a timeline shift, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if the Schumann resonance is maybe kind of chillaxed right now, because that's the energies that are coming through. They just feel extremely relaxing. And I'm wondering if anyone else is picking up on that. I mean, I've been up since 7:30 a.m. and it's 1 p.m. here, but it feels like I've been up for 16 hours. So it's a really kind of odd feeling, but also soothing and peaceful. But there's some melancholy energy about, as I stated at the beginning of the video, where it definitely does feel like there's this sense almost of needing to release certain things that are heavy, certain things about the journey, certain things about your connection. And it could feel extremely challenging. It could feel very sad for you. Not a lot of anger energy coming up. It's more sadness and grief and loss. So those are the energies that are pervasive at this time. Ascension symptoms, a lot of itchiness. Those of you with eczema like myself, it's probably aggravated right now. Dry throats, very thirsty, hungry, very like ravenous hunger or not hungry at all. What else? Sinus symptoms, sinus issues, which would be third eye, crown chakra, tingling in the skull, tingling in the back of the head, opening up the crown chakra, opening up to other dimensions. So I think that's about it. Let me know if you have any other symptoms going on. Let me know in the comments below, and we're going to get started. So we're going to start with the notes from the universe on love and connection. I'll choose a card from each masculine, feminine, and then for the union. Keepers of the light, I was guided today to go ahead and check in to see which guides are walking with the twins. So we'll set that one aside as we start with this deck. And then I do have the Osho Zen Tarot deck here, one of my definite favorites. So guys, let's go ahead and start to shuffle, start to bless the reading. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support of the channel. I wanted to let you guys know as well, I have updated the Amazon wish list. A lot of you have been asking me about that. You email me privately. And so I just wanted to let you know that if you ever do wish to contribute to the channel, I have lots of decks on there as well as some candles and such. Don't ever feel obligated. It's only if you desire to contribute in any way for the videos that you're receiving, the quality of the videos. I hope it's, definitely up to par for you quality-wise, but it is there. And I'm extremely grateful for each and every deck that I've received. I have over 40 decks now, and I would say at least half of those are because of donations. So I'm extremely blessed, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you for your generosity. Thank you for being you. And we're going to go ahead and call in Archangel Michael. Please create a sphere of protection around this reading, around these cards, around myself, around anyone watching. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going ahead and inviting in my ancestors, my guides. They're already present, my higher self. Great. Okay, so the first card as I was shuffling to come out is Enjoy Your Extraordinary Uniqueness. So this is about being uniquely you. And I feel like this is a universal message to whoever is watching, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine. This is about you just embracing who you are without wanting or needing to be anybody else. So who are you? And I think we're in this period of processing who we are in 2020. So we're in this period of understanding on a deeper level. Who am I beyond the labels? Who am I beyond my name, beyond my bank account, beyond the car I drive, beyond the house I live in, beyond my sex, beyond my height, beyond my weight, beyond my eye color? Who am I, not as a body, but who am I as a soul? And what is my soul mission on this earth? It says, do you know what you've created? No, besides an intergalactically known saunter named after you, inspiration in the eyes that have watched you, hope in the minds that have admired you, and love in the hearts that have known you. But you might ease up on your sachet before someone gets hurt. Not bad, kiddo, not bad at all. I would say don't ease up on your sachet. I would say go ahead and sachet that fine ass. Do your thing, girl or boy. Do your thing. Be you. Be you. Dress the way you want to, talk the way you want to, live the way you want to, have the job you wish, travel as much as you want to, laugh as much as you want to, and love as much as you want to. There are no hard, fast rules, not even on the twin flame journey. I often see, there's so much, I would say, misinformation about, the twin flame journey. And, you can't absolutely know if you date someone else and you're never going to be in union. That's bullshit. Okay, there are soulmates out there. There are people for us to learn from in this lifetime. Everyone's journey is going to be uniquely different. So who are we to judge someone else's journey and the way in which they get to union? If there's a soulmate out there, why would you, and if you're not in communication, if you're in separation from your twin and you're doing the work and you're not doing it because you're codependent, you're doing it because you would like the company and companionship of another human being. You'd like to travel. You'd like to remember what it's like to be kissed. You'd like to have hugs. You'd like to date. Then go and do those things. It's not going to delay your union to invite in or call in a soulmate. Perhaps that soulmate has lessons to teach you, and why not enjoy yourself while your twin gets ready and prepares for you? It's not going to deter you from your path. All paths lead home anyway. So if there's a soulmate out there and you're really feeling that and your guides are leading you towards that, then that's part of your journey. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I just think it's ridiculous to say that you should be totally celibate and not date anyone and not go out and explore and live your life because your twin isn't yet ready. I think that would equate to, it's almost mandating that somebody wait and put their life on hold. Now, if you don't feel called to do that, then absolutely don't do that. And I know that this will trigger some people, and there will probably be some comments and they'll be deleted and blocked. But I'm just saying that there are no rights or wrongs. There are only choices that we make. So what is your choice? Most twins choose to not date, mainly because there is no desire to do so. There's just no innate desire. You want your twin and that's who you want and that's what you want. And that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. But there are other people who do have soulmates, who have lessons to teach them, they have soul contracts with these individuals. And for some of us, we've already met those soulmates. We've had those interactions. We've had those relationships and connections. But I'll tell you something. If somebody incredible came into my life tomorrow while my twin was still figuring out how he was going to get to me and being in, separation, if somebody came to me tomorrow and wanted to take me on a date and it was a nice, kind-hearted, loyal, dedicated, incredible, extraordinary human, I would give that individual a chance. I would try to open my heart because I deserve those experiences and I don't wish to put my life on hold. That doesn't mean I'm going out looking for it. It just means that if that person is on my path and I run into them, I will give them the opportunity to show me something, to teach me something, to help me open my heart, which will in the end bring me closer to my twin flame anyway. So, that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is everything you do will lead you back to your twin flame. All paths lead home. So there is no wrong turn. There are no wrong decisions. So I hope this allows somebody out there to feel less guilty and less shame and allows you to forgive yourself for, if you have a soulmate, if you do love your soulmate, because I know some feminines are married to soulmates and it's not a karmic partner, it's a soulmate. And so if that's the case, this might be incredibly hard. I have a dear soul sister who's married to a soulmate. It's not a karmic partner. And it's like a brotherly sister kind of love, but she does love him and she doesn't wish to hurt him. And it's painful for her to think about breaking up her family, even though her heart yearns for her twin. So just some food for thought there. I know that's going to definitely trigger people. And I just hope that you can see things from a greater perspective and sort of widen your lens, because this journey can be very narrowing at times. What you give will come back. So these are just overarching energies here. When in doubt, give, let them have it, surrender, make peace. When there's no doubt, give, let them have it, surrender, make peace. Did I make life too easy? P.S. There's no doubt who is number one in my book. Shh. So notes from the universe, enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness, and what you give will come back. So everything you're giving right now in divine feminine or divine masculine watching, it's all going to come back tenfold. So we have to remember that on this journey, because oftentimes I think the feminine feels as though he or she has given a lot and gotten nothing in return and been used or walked all over. So sometimes it is time to take back your power, and then sometimes it is time to give. That's why I don't like the term wounded healer, because it suggests that you're wounded. It suggests that you're broken. Divine masculine. I don't know what to say about this. Change is always good. Divine masculine. Change is always good. This is very interesting, divine masculine, because we have the energy here of change. Okay. And a lot of the divine masculines have been resistant to change, have dug in their heels to the change that they know they need to make, not just to get to their twin flame. It's like they know that there are obstacles to you, and they know that there are those that they can easily overcome, like distance. Somebody can move. It's not that big of a deal really in the grand scheme of things, unless there's children and both twins are married, then it gets a little more complicated. But if you have one single twin, let's say, and one twin who's married, it's not that challenging, to think about moving for the love of your life. It's not challenging for me at all. It's kind of a no-brainer. And yet the divine masculine is designed to see and feel obstacles. It's like they're designed to focus on the obstacles. It's the 3D. It's only being able to see with your 3D eyes and not with your third eye. And so divine masculines are in this place of I do feel like, because guys, they did hit rock bottom. I posted this 2 days ago. I didn't post a video yesterday, but I posted this 2 days ago. The divine masculines hit rock bottom. And in hitting rock bottom, the divine masculines realized that they need to pick themselves up off the ground because their feminine is not coming to save them this time. Their feminine is over here, our little Seraphina Aurora mascot. This is the feminine energy. And she's over here standing in her power in a way in which she's never done before, okay? The feminine's standing in her power. She's not rescuing the masculine anymore. She's not running after him. She's not even chasing him. In fact, many feminines feel like they're done with chasing. I'm done with chasing. I'm done with trying to convince you that this is a divine connection. I'll be over here, howling at the moon, doing my thing. I'll be over here conjuring up, my spirit guides and my ancestors and doing my ancestral healing. And I'll be over here healing my family line and healing the world. And you just go over there and do your thing, masculine, because, if you're going to take time, you're going to take time. But the feminine's no longer putting her life on hold in any way, shape, or form or any aspect for the masculine energy. And in fact, the feminine, she's very balanced right now. She came into inner union in the summer, so she's balanced in her masculine and feminine energy within herself. And I think that's really huge because we understand that the feminine is not seeking the external masculine to fix her or heal her. She wants him, but she doesn't need him. And I think that's a very, very, very clear distinction that needs to be made. So change is always good. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself, divine masculine. Works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. So this is the divine masculine energies within us, and this is the external divine masculine, how it manifests in our physical world, right? Our counterpart. So change starts within. It's sort of like that song, The Man in the Mirror. I'm starting with a man in the mirror. I can't sing, but the Michael Jackson song, I'm asking him to change his way. I'm totally off tune. I know that. It's like I have another tune in my head, but I have the lyrics to Man in the Mirror. There's probably another channeled song that wants to come through, but I don't know what that second one is. But look up the lyrics to Man in the Mirror, and what you'll see, okay, what you'll understand is that the divine masculine's being asked to change himself. Instead of looking, without, instead of looking within, instead of looking outside of himself or herself for answers or for blame. So divine masculine is definitely, this is a turning point for the masculines because they're realizing it's not going to work anymore for me to blame my feminine. It's not going to work anymore. And they're also having to get in touch with their feminine within themselves before they can come to the feminine in the physical. We have Hubba Bubba for the feminines. You know that dreamy look of deep, soulful love you've sometimes seen in the eyes of another as they gaze into your own. Expect a lot more of it. So feminine's calling in love. So when I talked about soulmates, I'm actually not surprised to see that card come up because the feminines are definitely calling in love. And some of you are calling in soulmates. I have to say it. There are soulmates being called into these connections as the masculines continue to drag their heels, as the masculine energy, even within us, continues to drag its heels. So I ask you, feminines, if your masculine is dragging his heels or is MIA or silent in the physical, where are you not standing up for yourself? Where are you not showing up for yourself or not taking inspired action? Because that'll give you some answers as to why your masculine's sort of silent or has come to a just complete halt in the physical. Remember, it always starts within us. And feminines also got start where you are. The great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone. So start with yourself, divine feminine. So for any divine feminines who are upset or angry or sad or wistful or longing, regretful, all of those emotions for their masculine, you're being asked to start where you are. And you're being asked to start with you. Instead of looking to your masculine for all the answers, looking to your masculine to sort of save you or rescue you, that knight in shining armor fantasy that we were fed as children, okay? Especially women, especially anyone who identifies as a woman. We were fed this fantasy that there was a knight in shining armor riding in on a white horse or a unicorn coming to save us, and it was all magic and it was all romantic. Well, guess what? That knight in shining armor is you. It's your inner divine masculine. And yet, we want the physical divine masculine. So there's nothing wrong with wanting the physical divine masculine to show up in your life and to be there for you. we also have to show up for ourselves. So I know it's kind of contradictory, but those people who say that union, physical union, oh, no, you just met your twin to come to understand how to love yourself. Really? Really? So you're going to tell me that we met the love of not just this lifetime, the love of all our lifetimes, just to be soul crushed, have them walk away, go into separation, never see them again, never talk to them again, and not be able to live our lives in blissful happiness? The universe is not malevolent. The universe is benevolent. So why would the universe deliver this perfect person for us? The person that now, once we've met them, we can't think of being with anyone else, or absolutely, we couldn't even imagine being with anyone else. Why would they deliver this person to us if they were just going to take them away? Just so we could love ourselves? We're not meant to live this life alone. We're meant to have companions in this lifetime. We're meant to have a partner. So I completely disagree with all of that. I completely disagree with that mentality, with that thought that we just came here to meet them and then to separate. So what, you're telling me you want to settle with a soulmate? So the people who believe that, it's like you're telling me you'd rather settle with a soulmate, and you're always going to crave and desire your twin flame. You're never going to be able to forget them. You're always going to crave them. Nothing will ever compare to the love you shared, but you're telling me that you'd rather settle with somebody else. How is that fair to you? How is that fair to that person? So I disagree with that 100%. So moving on to the Osho Zen Tarot, we have the New Vision. Okay. Interesting. So let's talk about this for a second, guys. Let me just move that. We have the New Vision. So this comes up over and over and over again, right, for the twins. Why does this come up? Because a new vision is being built. So even though it feels like nothing is happening for many of us, it's like okay, Sarah's talked about a sacred pause. I get it. Okay, I can be patient. Oh wait, there's still a sacred pause, or still a pause. There's so much more that's present in the undercurrent or the underbelly of these situations. There's so much that's being excavated right now for the masculines. Masculine's hitting rock bottom. Feminine's being asked to just start where you are. Like, okay, your masculine's not present. Your masculine's, maybe you're talking to them or you're in communication, but you're not in full union. Start where you are. Invite in love in every way. And it's not just, romantic love, but invite in love in every aspect. Invite in friendship, invite in abundance, invite in relationships, work partnerships, invite that in. And, masculines being asked to first find out and figure out how to love themselves and realize that it's not going to cost them to love their divine feminine. It's actually going to fill them up, but they have to understand that they have to fill their cups first. And, masculines also understanding that they need to change. That change is imminent now. Change is on the horizon. And, this is the Hanged Man card in the traditional deck. And so it's this energy of sort of the pause, right? The pull back before you propel forward. So it's gathering your energy, gathering your resources. And I feel like that's what the masculines are doing, first and foremost. It's gathering their resources. It's like they're like, they've been through a hell of a lot. It's been a storm. And guess what? Now they're just going to, let me gather my energy. Let me get my energy back. Let me figure out who I am. And then I'm just going to propel it forward. And they're not sure where that's going to go. They're not sure what they're aiming for necessarily. What they know is that there is something on the other side of this. On the other side of this Hanged Man energy. There's going to be action, because after a Hanged Man comes action. After Hanged Man is the Death card, okay, which is transformation and rebirth. So they're sort of in the stage of the chrysalis stage, if you will. And then next comes the Death card, rebirth, transformation, the butterfly stage. So that's where the masculines are at. Interesting. So these cards all just fell out when I was shuffling for the masculines. We have 4 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and we have the King of Swords. There's still an element of the masculines trying to control their 3D environment, control their surroundings. I feel like many of them are still clenching and holding on. I know it pains me to say this, guys, to outdated programming, outdated belief systems, and relationships. I mean, there's a clinging there. It's like you can see tunnel vision. doesn't want to see anything else, doesn't want to know anything else, just wants to hang on to the past, okay? So there is that energy for the masculines. And yet we have the energies, you know, of self-awareness, right? Which is like, goes hand in hand with change is good, right? Change starts with you, the man in the mirror. So, and this is very much the man in the mirror, the man inside of you, right? The Buddha inside of you, your inner Buddha, inner nature. And Four of Cups, you know, this is sort of, this can have a melancholy element to it, the Four of Cups. It can be this energy of just not being able to see the big picture, not being able to see everything that's in front of you, feeling sorry for yourself. And so there's a self-awareness being created. It's like the masculines, while they pursue this new vision, okay, while they're in this energy of the Hanged Man, they are realizing that there's so much out of their control right now. It's like they can't control. I feel anger coming up for the masculines. They can't control anything anymore. Like nothing, everything that they used to be able to control, right? The timing of their life, it's like they could control the karmic situation if they were, whatever karmic situation they were in. It doesn't have to be a romance, but they could control that. Why? Why could they control the karmic situation? Because it's an illusion. Because it's not real. It's a fabric of their imagination. Yes, okay, you say, wait a minute, how is it not real? There's children involved. Yes, I know. Those are rainbow children. Those are crystal children. Yes, I get it. Those are special children. They had to be born. There was a contract for them to be born. But what I'm seeing here is the energy of the masculines starting to understand that they are ripening whether they like it or not. They are falling away from this outdated programming. It's still present. It's still in their energy, but look what comes after it. Awareness, turning in, and new vision, and then the Nine of Pentacles. This is the single card. This is independence, okay? It signals the fruits of your labor. They're there. They've arrived. So the masculines realizing, when I do this job, when I do this work, guess what happens? Something shifts, something changes. So they're going from this place of wanting to control, trying to control, and finally just saying, I give up. Awareness, turning in, making choices. A Chariot card. Feeling a little melancholy, ghost, you know, being haunted here, ghosts of the past, right? It's like when you try to meditate and your mind goes crazy, and the Buddhists call it the monkey mind. Well, that's present, that's there. And so they're sort of pausing. There's this long, right, 3 cards, long sacred pause. And then we have the single card. So the masculines are going to free themselves. I can hear you guys chomping at the bit. When? When? Well, I'll tell you what was on the bottom of the deck. Okay. 6 of Swords. Okay. And let's talk about this. Okay. Because, look, they're burdened by this. They're burdened by the separation. Okay. So is your inner masculine. Burdened by not taking action. Okay, where are you not taking action in your life? Your inner masculine. You're burdened by this. The masculines and the physical, right? Your counterpart, burdened by this. They understand that there's a lot riding on this, on their decision. This is why it's taking them a while, okay? For those of you who have been waiting. And they know that they have to have strength and courage. This is a strength card. The Leo energy. They understand, okay, that if in order for me to get to this place, right, of happiness and independence and freedom, I have to release the burdens. And it's the burdens that exist in their own mind. That's the thing, Divine Masculine. It's the burdens that exist in your own mind. It's not the burdens. You think it's the burdens outside of you. You think it's the karmic partner. You think it's the finances. You think it's your job. You think it's your children. You think it's this. You think it's that. It really has to do with finding the inner strength and inner courage. And we see there how the flower blooms in the cement. It has the courage to be uniquely himself or herself. And she blooms. Regardless of her surroundings, regardless of if she has the water she needs, right, or the sunlight, she finds the sunlight. So the masculines, blooming from the darkness, finding the light, as flowers will always do. Nine of Cups. This is the laziness card in here. I struggle to understand why this is a laziness card, but then I get it's kind of gluttonous. There's a gluttonous energy here with the Nine of Cups, right? It's like, yeah, I got everything I need. I don't really need to work. I don't need to do anything. Interesting that we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So almost completion. The 10 indicates completion. The 9 is coming very close, like the last little leg of the journey. So masculines needing to get out of this place. Okay, let me see what else do you want to say, Spirit, about Nine of Cups laziness? What else do you want to say about Nine of Cups laziness for the masculines? Wearing a mask. Yeah. Okay, wearing a mask, politics, Seven of Swords, wearing a mask. Okay. This can also indicate divorce and separation, legal divorce, okay? Separating from their past life, separating their finances, custody battles. So we have this along with the singles card. So these masculines are freeing themselves, whether it looks like it or not. I know it's hard to believe for some of you. I get it. I'm in that same boat. But there's energy indicating that they are. And then we got the Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is participation in this deck. So it's funny because we go from laziness. I said, Spirit, tell me more about laziness. Well, this is temporary because they're moving towards participation. This is movement. Wands energy, right? Fire energy. Put some fire under their asses. It's forward movement, right? Forward progress. So releasing what they need to release, okay? Getting themselves sort of unstuck, finding the courage to release themselves from burdens, and moving towards, this is a celebration, right? Participation, it's a celebration. It can also, we know it means weddings, right? Four of Wands can indicate wedding celebration. But in this particular case, it just indicates the masculines are finally, they want to come together with the feminine. They want to come together. They want to take inspired action, right? Feminines, where are the feminines at? Feminines, where are you at? Feminines, listen to your inner voice, okay? The High Priestess, listen to your inner voice, listen to your intuition. Okay, very watery energy here. Four of Pentacles, she comes up a lot for the feminines. So the feminines who's masculines, if this relates to you, if this is your masculine, the feminines who relate to this reading can be you're hoarding your energy, you're hoarding your love. Okay, you're like looking over your shoulder like, I'm not going to give you any more. I haven't seen any action from you. This is bullshit. I've been watching these readings. You're not doing anything. You're not coming forward. You're still with that karmic. I've seen no action in the 3D. You ignore me. Nope. I'm going to hoard all this. And I'm going to be over here and there's a wall up. I'm going to be over here on this side of the wall, masculine. Don't you even dare coming over here. You're being asked to listen to your intuition and disregard the 3D. Once again, disregard whatever it is that you see in the 3D. I know that's not an easy task, feminines. Don't shoot the messenger, please. I get it. I totally get it. See beyond the illusions. Ugh. See beyond the illusions. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Threw the F-bomb. You'll see why in a minute. You'll see. Don't shoot the messenger. Feminine, see beyond the illusions, okay? Because we have judgment coming in. There's a judgment. This is self-recovery is what I just heard. This is self-redemption. This is forgiveness. This is understanding that I cannot change my external circumstances or situations until A, I accept them, and B, I understand that I have to see beyond the 3D, beyond this mask that the masculine is putting on, this facade, whatever your social media antics, or maybe they're just silent. Maybe you've heard nothing, and so you think the worst, right? As feminine energy tends to think the worst. We ask 500 friends, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And then we take a summary, a conglomeration of all of their thinks, all of their thoughts, and then we make it reality. We make it truth. So some of you have gone off on your masculine. Some of you have deleted them or blocked them yourselves. Some of you have just given them a piece of your mind, but you're not seeing clearly. I know it feels like you are. Trust me, I understand. You're like, nope, I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. This is bullshit. I get it. But look at this. There's a breakthrough. This is justice. So for me, where did it go? To have judgment and justice in the same reading, guys, do you understand? Take a picture of this. Do you post it on your wall, blow it up. Go to Kinko's. Do you understand? I didn't say kinky. Get your minds out of the gutter. I said Kinko's. I don't think that exists anymore. FedEx, whatever. Do you understand how powerful this is to have justice and judgment? There's a breakthrough coming. Look, justice, our single card, judgment. Redemption Day for the masculines. That's going to be the title. Redemption Day for the masculines. I hope I can remember that. I struggle with titles, guys. I need someone to do my titles for me. Okay? Who wants to do my titles for me? Sometimes they're really good. Other times I'm like, that sucks. Yeah. So Redemption Day for the masculines. This false control, this false mask they're wearing, everything they think that they're controlling, it's gone. They're going to be, they may be lazy right now. They may be taking no action now, right? With 9 of Cups. We saw, la-di-da. Just going to sit over here, pretend like I'm not in this twin flame connection. I'm not going to make any movement. I'm not going to be a participant. Guess what? Universe is going to knock them over the head, because with justice and judgment together, side by side, in the same reading, they have no choice. They're going to have no choice but to come forward by the end of the year. Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag masculines. It is Redemption Day. Now, this is the card I was saying, don't shoot the messenger again. 4 of Swords. There's a lot of Swords energy in this reading. Okay? That's the mind. That's the mind going crazy. The mind creating stories that aren't there, feminine. I love you guys, but damn. Postponement. So, I understand the feminine's like, where the fuck is my union? Maybe I should title it that. Where the F-bomb is my union? Where are you, fucker? Where are you? Where are you? I don't see you. I can't feel you. I can't hear you. Where are you? I'm sick and tired of this. Okay, the feminine's like, we got a mission to do. We've got people to save. We've got the earth to save. Damn it. I'm over here doing my thing. Where are you? Okay, so understand, feminines. This is why the universe, this is why my guide said, oh God, the feminines are getting pissed. We got to show them that there's some forward movement. And when you have major arcana cards, and there's a lot in this reading, guys, there's a ton. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of major arcana energies. That tells me that this is beyond the masculine's control, okay? Let's just pull this card out just for shits and giggles. Beyond their control. They think they're controlling their reality. They think they can control their... No, they can't. And this mask, it's going to be torn off. If they decide to leave it on until the very end, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be torn off, and they're going to be sitting there in shambles. Their life in shambles, their identity in shambles. Masculines, you have to get on board. If you're watching, this is not me judging. I have a strong inner divine masculine, sometimes much stronger than my feminine. I understand. This is a pep talk. This is said with love and compassion, and also the swift kick that I think we all need up our bums. We have to let go of control. We have to remove the masks. Show the world who you truly are. Be the lover, right? Be the man or woman that you came here to be. Don't stop pretending to be somebody that you're not. It's not serving you. It's not serving your connection. It's not serving the world. It's not serving your children. It's not serving anyone around you. It's not serving you, period. Redemption Day is on its way, masculines. Whew. Dang, that is some heavy energy, guys. Heavy. So let's go over to... Whew. It feels heavy in here. And actually, the energy in the room feels heavy. But I'm going to go over here. My battery is running out, but I want to... We're almost at 40 minutes. It's fine. I want to do a couple cards here just really quickly to finish up the reading, because I think I want to give another reading. I want to not give, well, it's giving, yeah. I think I want to video record another reading, and I'll upload it later tonight also. Open communication, energies for the connection. Open communication, Mercury. Mercury is about to go retrograde. I think it's October 13th, right around the corner. tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. And we'll be retrograde for 3 weeks, and then we'll be in shadow retro for 2 weeks after that. So we have 5 weeks, guys. This is going to push us through the full moon on Halloween. So it's going to be some intense energies, and it's in Scorpio. I think it kicks back to Libra, but it's going to be in Scorpio, I think, the majority of the time. That's very, very powerful energy. Secrets are going to be revealed. Like the skeletons in the closet are coming out. The skeletons in the closet are coming out, whether you like it or not. Divine masculine. Love you guys. Don't hate me. Don't be mad at me, masculines. I know you're watching. You guys are in the shadows. I know you've gone back into hiding. I know. I love you very much. Oh, masculine's working on devotion. Feminine's working on heart awakening. Feminine's working on... Oh, hold on. I want to remember what I just said. Oh, the shadows. Oh, I'm trying to remember for the title of the video. I forgot what I said. Okay, that happens all the time. I have this great idea and then I forget. Okay, so feminines, Lady Nada, work on opening your hearts to this connection. Okay, that's what the feminines can work on right now. Awaken and experience divine love, give and receive and balance. So learning how to balance. Don't give more, right? If that's going to make you feel angry or betrayed or in some way just lash out, don't give more. Just pull back, pull your energy back, love yourself more. And masculines, Krishna devotion. Masculines are working on trusting their spiritual guidance, their protection, right? Their guides are really heavy with them at this time. That's been coming up a lot in recent weeks. You are loved unconditionally. Your commitment has been recognized. So their devotion to this journey is being recognized. So we'd love to see it in the 3D. We would love to see this commitment in the 3D. I know how you guys are feeling. On the bottom, guess what? The bottom of the deck is the wheel. The wheel spins. The karmic wheel spins. It's all spinning. It's all changing right before our very eyes. We can't see it. We can't necessarily feel it, but it's happening. I'm going to end the reading there, guys. Look for another reading coming from me tonight. It's probably around 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern time. Sending you guys lots of love. Take care.